Welcome back to another episode. This is another long one. Hope you guys are liking a little bit longer content. Trying to really sort of get a bit more interesting and a bit longer content there, because a lot of people keep asking me the videos are too short, so can you make them longer? So that's what we're doing. I've got to head out, give these little young birds a bit of a feed anyway. They're really starting to eat a lot of food at this age. Been doing a bit of gardening too. I need to tidy up this stuff. We need to get some of this good stuff. I think I got a little bit carried away with these seed mixes when I was making it, because I've still got seed there as well. I hopefully want to get those levels down a bit, and I'll actually try and improve this seed, and I'm going to try and improve this one too. This one's got far too many safflowers in it. I'm going to add more Milo to it actually. Where's the Milo? Here's some, just the little red ones. There it is, this one. It's hard to see in this light. There it is. I want to add some more of them, and I definitely want to get some more of these pigeon pellets, because they definitely do not mind eating them at all. These ones, I want to add some more of them in there, just mainly for the breeders. I think it's going to be a while anyway before we get through that. Depends how hungry those little babies are. And this one, it's got those peas. I wouldn't mind trying to find a couple of different varieties of peas too. There is a few different types. I think these ones are called dun peas. There is a few shinier different types you can get as well. I might try and sort of mix it up a bit. I'm going to try and reduce the amount of sunflower seeds in here. I've got, especially those black ones, you can see quite a lot of black ones in there. I'm going to try and wean those ones out. Probably try and wean out the grey sunflower as well, which is this one. Try and get a few more peas in there, and I might add some smaller seeds like millet. I might try and get some millet for that as well, and try and get a bit more overall. I wouldn't mind put a bit more wheat in there, just as a bit more of a filler, because we're going to start going through food quite quickly once this flock gets back up to its size. But for now, this will do. They seem to be eating this quite happily, so we'll head out there and go and feed these little guys. Alright. Okay. How are you going with that? Now we need to top that up later. Look at these little guys. You want to get out? Oh, you're like your mum. There's some really nice colour on there. Look at that. It's quite good. Yeah, it's darker on the side. Come here. Come on. So this is going to be this hen's last round. I'm thinking about getting ready to start weaning these guys early so we can let her have a bit of a rest, get her out and start flying her again, and separate you two and get you ready for the next hen, which will most likely be the barless one. But we've also got to separate her because she is paired up to Jon Snow. You're pretty noisy too. You're a beautiful big bird, aren't you? Yeah. Come on. Alright, so let's have a look at these little guys. So it looks like blue bar and a light checker. These guys have got an attitude though. Click, click, come on. So I think this will be taking after the father, which he's actually quite a nice little blue bar too, looking quite clean on the sides there. And you're going to be a very light checker. I think you've only got a couple of little black specks on the very top here. And I think they'll come through a bit more as you get older. But going to be very good little birds, these ones. I'm looking forward to see how they fly. Hey, you can definitely tell that we did have two different colours by the beaks. You were quite dark. Generally, the checkers that I've bred have a very dark beak like this one, and blue bar's a little bit lighter. Let's get you guys back in there. Ah. You like that nest, don't you? You're actually starting to turn out to be a good looking bird. You're starting to be very clean. You're starting to look much better too. I think that first few weeks raising babies wasn't too kind on you. Let's have a look at these little stunners. Yeah, come on. Oh, you're a big chick, you are. They look pretty much the same. I think it's going to be hard to tell who's who, actually. Very similar. Hey? You guys won't be far off weaning, I don't think. Maybe another week we can start weaning yous. Hey? Alright, come on. Oh, you get. I don't think so. You aren't going for another round. You're still there. We're going to have to come up with a name for you. I'll leave that little bit there because I'll have to top up those feed bowls again in a couple of hours, I think, maybe an hour or two. They seem to smash through that pretty quick, pick out what they want. Where's all my bits and pieces in here? So that's what we used yesterday to spray. Quite a bit of comments on that one. Seems alright. There's a few other products I'd like to try too, and there's been some great comments dropped down there about other products used, so I've been having a bit of a Google and they all look pretty good too. What have we got here? Where's our wormers? Okay, so over the next few weeks we're going to have to start worming a few of the flyers. It's basically only the 4 at the moment, especially when Snow, she comes back out soon into the flying loft. I'm going to give her a worm, just because it's not something I can do when they're feeding babies, I'm pretty sure anyway. Yeah, so we can't, so we'll definitely hit her with that. Same with Moo and Thumper, and also that little red checker. We'll probably hit them all together, probably when we move that red checker into the loft. She needs about 2 weeks of quarantine before we move her in with the other birds, and she's pretty much halfway through now, so it's going to be very soon. And that red checker, she's going to be moved into that loft with the other ones, and we can hit them with the worm tablets. And then once she comes across into there, we can start hitting the flies with the Turbosol. Just get on top of the canker. Not that there is any issues anymore, but 80% of all pigeons carry it anyway, so it just takes something stressful and whatnot to flare it up a bit. So 2 things that we're going to be using, and then also once we start getting the birds out in this hot weather, we might start putting in a light bit of electrolytes into their water when we start breaking them in and they start flying and ranging, because it's generally reasonably warm here in summer, so we need to keep on top of it, especially with canker. But basically that's my little medicine cabinet at the moment. The only other one thing I want to get is, I think it's Doxy T, which is basically for respiratory. I know these guys treat it. This is more of a cure than a prevention, so I might look at more of a prevention. We'll see how we go in the next few weeks. And that's starting to get pretty low too, so I need to probably look at buying another bucket of that. But starting to get stocked up, starting to get a few little products here. There's quite a few things I probably need to buy, but just buying the bare minimum at the moment because we're saving for this new house, so we're just going to make do with what we've got, and if we do need anything we're going to have to get it when we need it. So that's it. If you want to see any more of any of these products, drop some comments down below. I'll definitely start making a few more videos and bits and pieces. And we've got our garlic apple cider vinegar, Virkon, and this is more of my disinfectant stuff, because I'll need to give Snow's and Mr. Beast cage a good clean, so I'll give that a good scrape down, a spray with Virkon S, and then they'll be ready to start changing a few pairs up and bits and pieces. So pretty exciting times. Hit subscribe, drop some comments, catch you guys later. There'll be more videos, always is. See ya.